Hi, my name is Erin Jones. I am a rising senior and fashion merchandising major at Morgan State University. I am submitting my video essay for the prompt, regardless of where you're from, how do you balance staying true to your values while exploring new ideas, concepts, systems, cultures, and or spaces at a higher institution? Growing up with a single mom in a Black household automatically came with strong values who shaped who I am today. One of the first things I learned was how to present myself well. Every morning before school, my mom would grease my face, slick my hair back, and make sure my uniform was crisp, no wrinkles, ironed it every time. I watched her do the same for herself, always smelling good, taking care of herself, presenting herself well, just well put together and confident. And that image just like really stuck with me. And looking your best to feel your best, it wasn't even just about her appearance per se. It was about strength, self respect, and self care. And that's something I really resonate with, going about everything, even starting with presenting yourself well, but other things as well. And as I step deeper into Black womanhood, I carry that lesson with me every day. Um, Another core value which I live by is to genuinely be kind. Even when I was surrounded by people when I was younger, I often felt alone or misunderstood. And I know what it really feels to like feel out of place. So I made it my mission to be the person who sees others, listens, encourages, and support because granted that might have been what I was getting back then, but I couldn't really internalize it. And I just want people to feel safe, not just with me, but with themselves. And my kindness isn't performative per se, it's purposeful. You have to speak life into others along with yourself. And then there's only fear God. I heard this all the time in my household, but it didn't fully click until I developed my own relationship with the Lord. So fear God isn't about being scared, fearful. It's about having reverence. It means trusting in his control over my life and not being shaken by the unknown. It means moving through new spaces with courage and faith, even when I don't have any of the answers, not even all of them, any. Um, my mom also taught me to always strive to be the best version of myself. As a kid, I was super observant. I was looking at what people did right, how it was received, what I wanted to avoid, what kind of person I wanted to become based on my environment and my role models. That really came with challenges, especially navigating before what was undiagnosed depression, severe anxiety, and ADHD, just constantly being in my head, wanting to change and be a better person, seeing how other people were. And it was kind of hard for me to implement that because I didn't have the right tools as I do now. But even with that weight, I still wanted better for myself. And that's where I got today. Back then, I really longed for ease, for peace, to feel really good in my own body. So I really tend to stay focused, particular, and definitely intentional. I don't want perfection. I want real, genuine growth. Um, Lastly, I learned the importance of compassion, which is a big thing in my household and how I operate towards other people. My mom was the first one to show me, like, even when she was struggling herself, she always put her kids first every time, emotionally, financially, spiritually, just breathing life into us. And watching her taught me how powerful it is to be present. And this model love shaped me into someone who chooses understanding over judgment and care over convenience. These aren't just things that I learned, they're my foundation, they're my rock. They've guided how I interact with others, how I carry myself. But when you go off to college, everything shifts. You're in a new space, new people, unspoken rules, different worldviews. It can shake up your routine and your sense of self. What helped me to stay grounded was knowing what I value and why. So if I could give advice to any student entering a higher institution, it would be this. Take the time to reflect on your true core values. Ask yourself, how do I handle conflict? How do I want to be treated? What do I believe in, even when it's unpopular or popular? How do I want to show up when I feel my worst, which is a big thing for me. College is often a space where you can get lost and found and over again. But 9 times out of 10, the morals and values instilled in you early on were planted for your protection and your peace and your betterment. And you should revisit those lessons and think about where they came from, who taught you them, and how they help you survive, and if they align with who you are as a person or who you're trying to become. At the same time, you should also remain open to growth. New people and ideas will change, it will challenge you, and that's a good thing. That's growth, that's learning, that's knowledge and wisdom. Never compromise what you know is right for you and what you truly feel in your spirit. Staying rooted in your values doesn't limit you. It gives you a foundation to grow with direction. It helps you recognize when something doesn't align with your spirit. At the end of the day, the way I balance staying true to my values while exploring new spaces is by remember that I am allowed to evolve, but I'm also allowed to hold on what's made me whole. And for me, that's genuinely enough.